Well, hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk to you about listening to signs, and this is going to seem a little random because there's a lot to get in here, and I'm like fascinated with the light blinking off my headset. Oh my god, I'm like such a guppy. Anyhow, lately remember how I told you I was working with Mercury, and then I figured it was Loki, and fun, we're not going to work with Mercury. Not Mercury, Hades. And anyhow, I had been working with Mercury in Hades. Remember I got that sign, I went up to have dinner, and then conveniently that's playing. And lately, not looking for it, not even looking up Hades stuff or anything else. I've been seeing Hades' name everywhere. In random games I totally picked to play that I don't know have anything to do with, like Hades will come up, or it'll come up in a creepypasta listening, the name will come up, and it's like really unusual, because like really, I don't know if that's like a trend now in horror or what, but it's like I've been tripping over the name. And for Mercury as well, it's starting to come up, so I'm like, okay. When something happens once, it could be, it could just be a thing. If it happens twice, I pay a little more attention. When it happens over 3 times, I'm like, what are you fighting this for? So I had tried the brilliant thing with Loki but I can't possibly work with Mercury and Hades, because whatever would happen to your channel, it's a Lokean channel. And he just looked at me like I was high as a kite. And he's like, I'm not having any of that. Don't try to use my channel to get out of doing work. So I will be, working with them. And when I say working with a god, sometimes it's like it's totally random. It's like they just want acknowledged, and I'll like see them in passing, but it's not like they completely take over, like they would take Loki's position or something. So I don't know if that will go anywhere, but it was just a thing. And what really jogged my memory today, I finally did look up Hades today, because I'm like, I am having way too many coincidences. And I was looking at something, and I was reading this article I'd actually read before. This post, rather, by someone that works with Hades, is actually their patron. And it talked about crystals, and crystals somehow jogged something in my mind, and it was like past 5 o'clock, and I look over at my clock, and I'm like, I missed the flea market. How many times have I been bugging you guys and telling you, oh my god, the flea market's coming up, and and I can't wait, and I didn't get to go last month because it had closed, or it had at least been closed when I went up there, and this month, it's only once a month. I completely forgot. I like vaped out, and I was even thinking about it this week, and how I vaped out on it, I don't know. Am I like tired? Am I stressed? But I'm like, that happened for a reason. That definitely happened for a reason, to get my attention, because I know I'm bad at stuff, like with the doctor's appointment, and even written it down. But this is written down on my calendar, and I've been looking at my calendar every day and looking at the flea market, and I didn't even remember to set my clock last night. And it was just weird. It was like somebody went into my memory and totally plucked the idea of the flea market out. And I don't think they kept me from anything bad at the flea market itself, other than wasting money on junk I don't need. And I don't know if they kept me from getting in an accident, like getting hit by a car or something like that. But it was, I think, to get my attention, to say, hey, you're ignoring us, and we're dropping all these hints, so we're going to do something that's not going to hurt you in the long run, but we know it's definitely going to get your attention, because I can forget things, it's true. I mean, I know I can, but to totally forget an event I was like looking forward to, I'm like, okay, you have my attention, what do you want? And it's not like Hades appeared in like a dark, majestic cloud of shadows and said, this is what I want, this booming theatrical voice. It's not like Mercury showed up at the door as the FTD errand boy, and he gets a kick out of that, or I wouldn't say it. I would not ever disrespect a god. And knocked on my door and handed me flowers. They're kind of like, they're harder. Greek gods are always, Greco-Roman gods rather, have always been, because they use the names interchangeably. always been a little harder for me to like plug into. And the thing is, the energy feels so different. But again, I'm a Lokean, so it's always like, you always have in the back of your head, is this really truly happening? Or is this going to be another thing where in a week I'm going to be saying, guess what, guys? It really wasn't them showing up. It was Loki doing something again because reasons. But he's actually been. He lets me retreat on things. I know he does. He lets me backpedal, and the gods will let me backpedal because of my past. And like we were talking about stuff last night, because of my past, they're like, yeah, we know why you freak out. We know why you backpedal. And we know why you explode over stuff because of your past. And it's nothing I'm going to magically get over because somebody mentioned it or pointed it out. It's like, I know I will always have those reactions. It's like something you can't control. It's like if you were always taught something was one way and you truly believe it, it's ingrained to you, it's kind of hard to overcome that, even when you know logically it is not so. You know, survival mechanisms and everything else, it's really hard for you to overcome that. And it's funny because I looked at my horoscope today, and I'm like, this is, you know, this is some BS right here. And Ogu's like, what did I say? What did I say about horoscopes? And it's just been, I think, I had the idea that like once I got Loki in my life, I could stop growing. Not like I could stop learning and everything, but that was it. Loki was like final god. It's not like I said, it's not like I didn't work with the Greek gods before. It's complicated, but I was like, Loki's here. This is it. Like Loki and Thor and everyone are here. This is it. I don't have to do no more. I'm done getting adjusted to new gods and new energy and everything else. And Loki's like, yeah. So I don't know if he's, you know, if he's having all this happen so I grow, or it's like I give Loki far too much credit and the other gods are like, no, we're coming in, or what's going on right now. But I know it's been like way too many signs. And yeah, he can wind me up and have fun with me at times, but like today is Saturday and he's been fairly quiet. And he's been more like kind of like almost pushing me in the shoulder blades, not like literally, but like, you know, like you can kind of feel the energy. And been like, you have to go look at this and you have to find out what's going on, whether it be a long-term thing or it was just I have to acknowledge something. I don't know. Because I kept trying last night and I'm like, I'm not getting through to anything. It was like having a broken radio set and like sitting there and like flicking the knob and hoping something will happen. And of course it never does. So I don't know what's going on right now. Yeah, don't worry. The channel's not in trouble or anything, but I just figured I would catch you guys up on that because it's just so, you know, it's so kind of random. And, I can't even think of one good reason why Hades would want to work with me or why Mercury would want to work with me. But we shall see. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.